All right, tape is rolling, boys and girls.
What? What did he say? What did he say?
Yeah,
That tape was rolling.
yeah, it's stuff that don't exist.
That's it.
That magnetic recording media.
Analog. Yeah, I don't know what you call it nowadays. Let's see here.
Right on the set.
Oh, God.
Quiet on the set!
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Virginia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, Lunch. No other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own branded news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. How's everybody doing out there today? Welcome to today's show. Today, for the record, Tuesday, July 11, 2017, out here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And Scroda looks like he's afraid to play on the piano over here because he's going to get a statue or a battle banner falling on his head.
Got homeowners insurance, Les?
What's that?
You got homeowners insurance?
I haven't found anybody, putting out homeowners insurance.
Want to buy some?
How much?
Oh, wait. I forgot. I muted the sound yesterday due to the looping issues.
Awkward.
Oh, and every time Spiff hits yesterday?
Yeah, it was every single song.
Yeah,
pitched.
I know.
Every single one of them yesterday.
You can hear it from a long ways.
Well, again, we're back to point A, point B. I can't hear a note that Scrota's playing right here without turning the camera.
What?
And as soon as I turn the camera, of course.
He's pulling out a shotgun.
Yeah. Who's pulling out a shotgun? Who's got a cobalt cannon?
Hey, little sister.
Good sister.
There we go.
That's right.
And there's Blood Omen with my favorite ball of light. I love this. I tell you.
I think we need to light up the set today.
The
Don't worry,
Blood
I'm
Omen
coming.
always sits right in front of
there
me,
you go.
and the
There
ball
you
of
go.
light floats right in my face. It's just one of those
There
things.
you go. Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah. Excellent. Love you guys.
We just pull this out, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Hey, put that back in.
We're pulling out. I'm sorry.
Put it back in.
I ain't
You're
putting it
pulling
back
out of
in.
what? You're pulling out of Led Zepp? Or
Hey.
Hey now.
Led Zepp wants you to put that back in.
I know. I heard him. So how's everybody doing out there today? Of course, today is Tuesday. We're about, about a little over 2 weeks now to next release. And noticed some new folks actually making their way up into Owl's Head, something I haven't seen in some of the past free play weeks. last night. A couple people running around with the visitor tag on out there. For the most part, though, haven't seen too many of the new players running around the world.
As far as like the visitor tag, I mean, they need to find a different way of marketing the game. Is the people that follow the game on social media, any social media, they're already familiar with the game. There's nothing really new that is really going to benefit them. And frequently when you start looking at like the number of posts that have been shared out, it's very, very insignificant.
Now, I did notice there was some ads on social media promoting the free play weekend. Anybody else happen to observe that anywhere?
It's because Google's been tracking you and they're feeding you that. Don't laugh. It happened to my kids.
Yeah, I will admit the Google tracking you thing is kind of scary, because if I look at my news feed on my phone,
It's all porn.
Well,
Shroud.
not only that, I have to hide that. But it's got a little news article about Ultima Creator.
Oh yeah,
on there, and that's on my friggin' news feed. And it's like, I actually don't want that on my news feed. I don't like Google doing that.
well, as an advertiser on Google's AdSense, I have a little bit better, or at least I like to think I have a little bit better understanding. And one of those things that really used to irk me was, of course, the targeted advertising. You visit a website, and then the next thing you know, there's 300 advertisements on the next website you visit.
Yeah.
There was funny news article the other day. Did you hear the one where it was, they originally, I think, reported it as Alexa, the Amazon version, but it was Google's version, actually called the cops during a domestic violence outbreak. Something like the boyfriend said, "You didn't call the sheriff, did you?" And the automated thing called the sheriff's office, and the sheriff's office listened to the whole conversation. Yeah, I'm serious, man.
That's all I need is a microphone in my house.
You gotta love Alexa.
Yeah, gotta love that shit, I tell you.
Well, it doesn't beat the cop that called 911 on himself after eating some pop brownies. Nothing beats that.
That was like
Freaked out, man. He was freaking out, wasn't he?
Or the guy who walked into the police station and wanted to have his neighbor arrested for stealing his pot plants. That guy. My neighbor stole my pot plants. Go arrest him. Okay, pal.
California, man, that's illegal.
Hey, Vegas is running out of marijuana. We have a marijuana shortage in Vegas right now. I don't know if y'all saw that one on the news. I thought that was funny as hell.
So my question is, what were you and Led Zepp doing in Vegas over the weekend?
Legalized. Recreational.
We made a run. That's what we're doing.
It's recreationally legalized in Vegas, and they are running out $30 million in sales in 1 week. And the government, it's coming, people. It's coming.
$3 million in a month is what I heard.
Was it a month? Okay, but still, $30 million.
It's a lot of tax money.
We'll pay off that debt in no time.
I've been saying that since I could pick up a joint, to tell you the truth.
The difference is, I've been advocating the same thing, but I've never smoked pot. So.
Yeah. Again,
It's better than alcohol.
moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along.
We need speed weed here. I'm telling you.
Okay, so
would.
We have Chris and Burning Toad are both in Colorado right now, where it's also illegal.
Colorado, huh?
Yeah.
You mean that place where they had to give all the residents a big tax refund because of all the taxes that stuff generated? That place?
Don't know what you're talking about. I don't live there, so no clue. But no. But our devs are on vacation. They had Rooster Teeth. So the tech updates are going to be relatively minimal.
Relatively minimal.
Relatively
The
minimal.
only thing I see that's going to change is no updates from Chris. Actually, the
Or Burning
stand-ups have been coming out like last 2 days early.
Well, yesterday was 11:20. Today was 10:53.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So
Are the QA and the bug people on vacation too?
Sarcasm.
I'm just asking because
It's
I've bug
summertime.
reported like 6 things and have had 0 response in a week now.
actually, I saw somebody out there goes, anybody responding to these? Of course, he did ask it on the weekend. And one thing I think we're all going to start to see is that once they get those major patches out after the release, anything else that's a bug, if it can't be hot patch in a scene reset, you're not going to see patches until the next release to fix all those major issues. I think that's the route we're going to start seeing more often than not to keep the complaints down from massive downloads every time there's a patch.
So Laz, is it raining at your place?
What's that?
Is it raining at your place?
Yeah, how can you tell? And I went to push the talk, and you can hear it behind me when I talk.
Is it raining at Laz's place?
I can barely hear you guys.
I only have one earbud in, so yeah, I can't hear the rain.
I hear it.
It's all good.
So why don't we get on with the
stand-up corner?
Stand up, the rain falling down corner.
Okay, so stand-up corner, don't forget, is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down. Eventually, we get to interpret it for you. So this is yesterday's stand-up corner from Monday, July 10th. Remember, today's the 11th, if you're watching this live or in today's repeats. And if it's around 12:11 Central Standard Time in your time zone, it's live. If it's not near that time, it's not live. So over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
Still trying to junk his city boat home.
I want it.
You can give me one. I'll junk it real quick for him.
Yeah, and I could use a junk, but I also need a city water lot.
Yep.
Damon
Walter.
working on the Shroud of the Avatar visual effects.
Shroud of the Avatar visual effects?
Well, because
are we talking
we have
about
to get
the Shroud of the Avatar?
The Shroud of the Avatar.
The Shroud.
Now, the real question is, are they going to do it like the Spawn Shroud of the Avatar? Because lately I've been watching the Spawn cartoons from the late 90s. The HBO ones.
I don't know what those are.
I have my DVD somewhere, but I've been watching them on Amazon Prime.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Spawn is?
Negative.
Oh, yeah. You need to go watch some Spawn. And Damon's also working on the Confluence because, you know, you have to have things coming together and meeting at an area in the Confluence. Yeah. I wonder what that's going to look like. The Confluence.
Confluent, I hope.
Confluently?
I hope.
Okay. Fletcher.
Fletch lives.
Belcher.
Fletch is all wet.
Contact, that's right. You know that.
I think that was Clipsy laughing a little bit in the background, too, at you.
Nope.
Yeah. He's working on the Flame Armor concept art and the female elf wearables.
And new shoes? What? Did I hear that?
Shoes? Oh yeah, the Divas have a shoe issue again. We'll talk about that in a minute.
They're looking for some 6-inch pumps, and then some
We'll talk about it in a second. I will have y'all fashion show.
Some thigh-high boots.
Oh, definitely gonna have some thigh highs.
Well, we also need stockings, but
How much is the room for rent for per hour, Les?
Oh, well, per hour, I can do that for 100 gold per hour. That's
That'll be
that's
10
that's an
minutes max.
in-game hour though, so
2 minutes max.
so that's
Is that
about
for-
that's about 2 minutes. Yeah.
I was giving him 8 minutes to get up the steps. Come on, people.
Hey, I go in spurts, man.
Hey, well, if you charge by the minute, then by the time he gets to the 4th floor, you'll be rich because he'll be dead.
You're gonna have to clean that shit up. You have to clean that place up too.
Yep.
I'm behind.
Yeah, like
Then,
I believe that.
Let's
Kevin-
go ahead and
There you go.
Working on the NPC merchant polish and the boring ass integration.
Or yes, integration.
Boring integration. He is so boring that he's a skeleton.
Sat there watching it.
You gonna say something there, Lance, or are you just gonna mumble?
No, I said it. You just didn't hear it. They heard
Oh,
it.
I didn't hear it. No one else in Discord heard it either.
I know that.
But at the same time, I have the luxury of watching your lips move.
I know that.
I took that
What is-
dirty.
What'd you say?
Please.
You'll have to go back and listen.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
see,
then.
you guys don't
the almighty
understand.
Gargatch.
Aside from the fact that, if we, we see each other on our monitor there, but we also see each other, so every little gesture that we make, sometimes you guys here in Discord you don't know what
Oh,
you're
wait, I'm
missing
sorry.
because, yeah. I know, like, Led Zepp actually watches on stream sometimes instead of just sitting here listening in the room, but
Yeah, I'm watching both of you.
you're
Wonderful.
watching.
Hey,
I still want to know who picks their nose with their pinky.
I don't know, whichever finger
Yeah.
gets in deepest, man, yeah.
watch out for the brain, man.
Yeah.
The brain up in there. Letting you know.
Moving right along.
The almighty Gix Vargatch. Matt. Working on the Telethon and Rooster Teeth Expo and the Running with Scissors Blade Combat anime.
Running with scissors, yes.
And
That's
bugs.
what we need.
Bug.
You need to run with scissors?
Yep.
Well, I mean, you are working on your MD, so you need more people running with scissors so you can practice your stitching skills, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I don't know. I think we need a running with scissors emote. So,
Right after the butt slap.
So like
Yeah.
when you screw something up royally, when you're tailoring and you blow up some really, really good piece of equipment, you can go
You stab
running
yourself?
around town with scissors. Yeah.
Well, I think we also need the random dice, and then from there, that's something I actually
Well, we
kind
got
of
a
missed.
random die roll.
DDO.
I think we need something. We need more.
But it needs to it needs to roll that dice on screen.
Is,
Just to do-
need a little cup
do things.
and die animation you can drop on a table or on the floor.
You mean the roll the dice?
Yeah, the roll of dice. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Guys, if we're gonna do this, like, it's legit. Like, pull out a table, put down a cloth, get out your dice, put it in a cup, roll it, boom.
So
might
when
as
you're
well.
rolling the dice,
Yeah. Well, I'd love to have a little TV stand as it may be. Get a little 21 going, a little 3-card Monty. Just be able to pull out a little stand on a street corner.
you need you need the 3-card Monty. How to scam people 101. Do you still have that issue? How to make 10,000?
How to make thousands in gold daily? You bet your ass.
Is that still up for sale on your vendors?
Not till release.
Oh, you're gonna wait. For
Believe me,
before you
that's
start
still
putting
that's
that up
still
there?
in play, man. That was no
Okay.
joke. That's in play, but not till release.
How to make thousands.
I
of
tell
gold
you
daily.
what, the
by
Book of
Lazarus.
Lazarus sells pretty well. You'd be surprised. The Book of Lazarus, 500 gold. It keeps me paying the rent. Let's put it that way. That and those recipes. Gotta love those recipes. I love when I sell an animal collar recipe in a Doris. That's even more fun.
The place where you can buy
That's
the
right.
friggin' collar recipe for half the price. Still buy it on Laz's vendor.
Yeah, convenience fee okay here in Owl's Head, but yeah, when I get it double for it in a Doris in the town, they sell it in.
Are you selling Gus balls on that same vendor?
Not till release.
You should be selling Gus balls on that
Yeah,
same vendor in our Doris.
Yeah. In Odoris. In Odoris, I'm going to be selling everything that's sold in Odoris. That's right.
Exactly. I mean, you need
Now,
to sell
of course,
Gus balls and
Don't forget,
collar recipes.
we're also going to have Death Bunny tours 1 month out of the year down there because of the location. We're right across the street from where Timmy shows up.
Timmy gives you the all important. What is those things called?
The holy hand grenades.
Well, they're not the holy hand
I know,
grenades. They are the
Obliteration or something.
sacred oracle orb of obliteration.
Which we need to make decoable. Will the Deco Divas
Preach,
please
Laz.
put that
Preach.
on the list, please? I
It's
cannot
on it.
display those in the Death Bunny Museum across the street from Timothy because they're not displayable. We'll talk about shoes in a minute, though, Eclipse.
I'm patiently waiting.
I know you are.
Can't do
Moving
it.
right along.
So Reed was working on the destroyed Titan statues and door updates.
Door updates.
And
Rent.
Teeth Expo. Yeah, Rent is going to be coming soon, eventually. Over in design, Beezus
The bees.
working on release 44 tasks in merchants and loot and recipes.
Loot. Need more loot.
Seawolf working on the Hallowed
Seawolf.
Plains and Rooster Teeth. Damien was working on the Telethon and Rooster Teeth and Blood River Outskirts side quests.
Hey, go get this. Bring that here.
Dan the Man
Dan the man, Brennan.
was updating some more player towns. Sanio was working on Telethon and Sewers puzzles and interactives and Rooster Teeth. Lum the Mad working on the Telethon and quest updates and the Dire Prophecies. Sorcerer Steve, Rooster Teeth, and Airy Castles.
Trying to trim the
The
fat a
energy
little bit more
vortex.
in those castles.
Yeah,
You think?
Liz Frostov working on the Telethon and Granis's colossal ass.
This is
The
working?
Colossus Granus.
The Granny's anus, colossal anus.
Brandis.
Yeah,
English.
he's doing all kinds of weird things to her.
That list, I don't know about him.
Yeah. Over in tech, Bobby
Little Bobby Thompson.
working on that Linux thing.
Linux
He's
thing.
trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out how to get a wine installed.
Trying to figure out how to get Soda Map to work properly on that Linux box for all those good folks out there.
Yeah. One of these days, I'll have to reinstall a Linux variant and figure out what flavor is flavor of the month, and then I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm going back to Windows.
Mm-hmm.
I like games. I like games way too much.
I like games.
Yeah, and porn. Wizard Smoke. It's Puff Puff passing along the Rent user interface.
I'm glad you jumped over those other two guys.
What, Eric and his bugs?
Bug.
That was one guy.
Yeah, and
Then you've got the Deathbringer one and only also working on bugs.
Bug.
Then you had Tassilo working on telethon support and web traffic management.
Web.
Then after that,
Matt.
the useless overhead group, you had Brecken showing up to Rooster Teeth,
Mm-hmm.
the Rooster Teeth Expo. She did look like she was having fun.
She did. The whole
Gorn-
staff looked like
Yeah.
they're having fun.
Gorn was doing the general business.
Business.
Barrick was taking weird pictures with people in weird outfits at the Rooster
Yeah,
Teeth Expo.
do we want to share that one? The look on the Atwood's face is just priceless from that picture behind them.
Yeah, no. I don't want to traumatize anybody. Then after that, community catch up
and the cow
promotions.
outfits.
Yeah, and prize tracking. Hutch was working on terrain textures and sky updates because he's trying to finally get it integrated in all the different
Try and
things.
get all the moons and stars all working properly.
Maybe
all the
maybe
right
that
scenes.
also means that he'll get the weather situated as well.
And sieges and
And then also you have walls integration because Duke Keep walls is still a thing for some odd reason.
well,
For some freaking reason, it's still a
ain't
thing.
no problem for this boy. I just flat out put that keep in an open field and said, screw that noise, because I ain't dealing with that crap. Now, of course,
Hey, it's like I've got my Duke Island keep with walls.
yeah.
Just means no one can look in. I'm
How
good.
you doing in there?
Well,
I
that's where
don't
my grow
care.
house is.
And,
You know what?
You know what a proponent
Oh,
I
sorry.
was of the Duke Island keep. Okay.
Well,
But
you were one of the ones saying it's got to have walls. The picture had walls.
No.
I need my.
I was not the wall fan. I was
for
I was
Duke
the one who
Island
said
keep,
that
it
city
worked.
lot ain't doing it as an island keep. We needed the island, but I was not a fan of walls.
I hate putting together those friggin' walls.
They gave us
There needs to
walls.
be
Why
a-
did they give
there
us
needs to
walls if they were just going to place walls around it to begin with? See, I mean, and
Well, they need to fix their snap to grid functionality. Although
Yes.
the Deco Divas will then be partially put out of business
Salty.
until
Salty.
people realize that an aesthetic that the Deco Divas bring to the table that you don't have.
It's an art form.
I was
to
going
put
to
up
say,
walls.
Snap
Thank you.
2, Snap 2 is not going to get rid of the Deco Divas. If anything,
No,
it's
it's not.
going to give
No.
them a lot more work because people are just going to be, this shit snaps in place and I can't get it to do what you did, so can you come out and do it for me?
Yeah. Then after that, where was I at? Lord British was at the Rooster Teeth Expo, and he's preparing for a silly convention in 10 days or 9 days in San Diego. It's a convention no one's ever heard of. It goes by the name of Comic-Con.
Comic-Con? No.
Never heard of it. Then Chaos was on Rooster Teeth setup and breakdown, and Serafina was also dealing with the telethon, Rooster Teeth Expo, and bug entry.
And
And that's what our devs were working on Monday.
yeah,
Remember
saw
today's
pictures
Tuesday.
of Sarah down at Rooster Teeth as well. There's a
Yep.
bunch of the staff was down there. Sorcerer Steve was down there. The Atwood was down there. Gix was there. Barrett
I saw everybody.
As Winfield
Yep.
showed up, saw a picture of Winfield down there. The whole traps.
Yep.
Good to see everybody engaged on promoting Shroud Avatar. And folks I saw playing looked pretty engaged. As they were sitting at the console, they had a few consoles set up for players to come by and check the game out. And
I just want to know what their commentary was and
well, the
what
one
their
thing
actual-
I did see in one of Richard's periscopes was he mentioned something about, here, let's start reset that for you. And they were like resetting so that they would go through the starting intro. So whether that was actually what they were doing or not, and maybe List might be able to give us a little insight. I don't know if he stopped by. But Yes, they were resetting. Okay, thank you, this. And
Yep.
and got a lot of good feedback. Looking up your skirt, you're not wearing a skirt. You're not wearing any freaking pants for crying
Oh,
out
look
loud.
look at my skirts. That would fix my diapers. Where's the kicks at?
Actually, you got a little capering going on there. It looks like you got
Oh.
some pants around your ankles, but that's another story. Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like you got your own little porta potty going on right there.
Corn cob. Just leave my corn cob alone.
But yeah, so they were resetting and letting people start from the get go, and listening to List here, he says they got a lot of good feedback on it, which I guess makes a little sense. You don't want to just throw them into the world and like drop them in the middle of Owl's Head, and then they're scratching their head going, WTF? Yeah, dude, what the hell? What am I doing? But good to see, and again, these guys are going to be out there hitting the circuit. Comic-Con coming up here on the 20th, I believe it was.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I'm busy watching the video that Valor posted in our Discord channel.
Oh, okay.
Of
You
the
want to put that up on screen for everybody?
Well, it's the great cunt smasher on his awesome appearance on Geraldo before he was receiving a chair to the face by a Klan member or a neo-Nazi, one of the two.
Something like that.
Yeah, and before he was also giving away U.S. troop positions in Iraq or something like that. Yeah.
I want to touch on a couple things. One, of course, some of those deco items. Got to get that Oracle Orb of Obliteration, made as deco. That's definitely one thing we got to get on the list. I think I dropped it in chat. Did I drop the one about dropping items on the world? I know that it's been a topic that's come up, but somebody's been asking about that.
Did I don't know.
The trolls would be real. Come on.
Again, maybe the trolls haven't really gotten hold of this one yet.
Well, before we even cover that, we really should cover that thing that we brought up yesterday at the end of this.
The permissions. Set. Well, before
the granular position permissions, just because that would be a much better.
Well, before we get to granular permissions, and we're talking about clothing, and I know we have an issue with some shoes here that we have to discuss.
Well, the Deco Divas won't be happy until they actually have all of their shoes.
Jack, okay,
yes.
Do you see these shoes? Hold on. Where are my shoes at?
All right.
They fixed these shoes. Look at these terrible things.
What happened to those?
Snowshoes?
What is that?
They're witch shoes now. Hello. And look at the heel. Either give me a heel or take it away. None of this little dinky, I don't know what that is.
It's like you're wearing slippers with socks on.
Well, part of it is the way that they're dyed with the pulsating white.
I don't think so.
Oh, you want to see the other one? I got the other one for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There.
They
look at
look like
these.
they look
Still
like
bad.
Dutch shoes. They look like ski boots.
What's up with the
Yeah, I thought they were
brown
ski boots.
buckle right at the ankle area?
I don't know.
It's
Just bad.
It's bad
Come on,
shoes, man. Bad
What's bad about it?
shoes.
Put them on my knees.
They used to look like cute little Converses, and now they're witch shoes.
Oh, that's the epic cloth. I
This is
see.
what happens when all the boys
Yeah.
are designing the girls' clothes.
Yup.
Well, I noticed there was a change in boot.
I liked how
and-
they looked like tennis shoes.
Well, they used to really look cool, and again, I used to have. I'll have to look. Let's see if I actually have that on right now. Oh, I don't have my. Never mind.
And to be honest, that Elvin shoes that we bitched about for forever, I still hate them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, they still haven't been fixed. The
They've
Elvin
been
Oxford boots.
fixed, but they used to be so cute, and now they just look gross.
Well, if I actually
That's not
look at
the one.
my inventory, let's see what kind of boots I have. Let's see.
Yeah, no, but I switched to these because the other ones, I'm wearing the cotton fortified now because I didn't like what they did with the epic.
You mean the ones I'm wearing right now, the epic leather boots that
No,
have,
the
like,
epic cloth.
steel tips?
Cotton fortified boots and pants for the win.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's what I went. I went with the boots. Yeah, absolutely.
But did we
uh,
talk about how much money Portalarium would make with shoes? Like all the females, like I've never had an MMO where there's so many females playing. They would make bank with shoes.
Yeah, because you guys would buy at least 2 of everything.
At least.
The house for my shoes.
Well, speaking of that, I mean that means that add-on store prices would also need to be fixed.
I mean, I
$5
paid
for
$5 for shoes. I paid $5.
Microtransactions. That's right. $5. $5.
a long time.
Make me holla.
Yeah, you got to sell these on the discount rack because can't even get $5 for them.
No getting Payless.
I don't know. How about a discount used shoe store, Eclipse? Get rid of all those used shoes that are no longer wanted.
Well, if you're looking for a fashion vendor, we have one that just opened up in Wolfston.
Yeah, very interesting. But yes,
yeah.
let's move
Mom,
over.
Mom said that she's a deco diva in training with, or a fashionista in training.
Fashionista in training.
Fashionista in training, but she doesn't have the willpower yet.
Well, Mom is crafter extraordinaire. I mean,
She is.
Mom is out there, doing all the stuff she does.
Mom leaves the pretty stuff to the divas.
Indeed.
But Mom, you make
Point
the pretty
to
things
things.
for us.
She likes the functional
Mom
stuff.
makes all the pretty things. You just place all the pretty things.
That's right.
All right.
But moving right along.
Where are we moving to?
Go into that permission system thingy.
Oh, the granular permissions.
Granular permissions, yes.
Here we go.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh,
I
Let's
can
see.
give you a link.
I should have it somewhere in one of these
I
tabs.
know you should, but for everybody else
There it
who
is.
don't.
There it
For
is.
everybody else who don't have it, let's give it to them as well so they can get a look at it. And if they want, they can go ahead and get comments on it so that they can add their voice into it.
Oh, Mom's allergic to pink. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Is that why Justin's not running around in her pink outfit anymore?
I like
Yeah, I think
pink.
so.
I love pink.
I had Justin's pink computer tower in my basement for months, and I wanted to vomit on it. She
Uh-oh.
kept
Wow.
threatening me.
I love that tower. The one with
Love
the
it.
tiara on it. The
Yeah.
computer tower with its own tiara. Gotta love that.
I love it. Looked like Pepto-Bismol.
But anyway, we started talking about this yesterday, and something I just thought was interesting and worth talking about a little bit more in depth as to whether something like this is something that the community would be interested in or needs this granular or not. Now, from what we see here, it looks like this would cover just about anything you could think of. Do we agree
Something's
on
probably
that?
missing. Yeah, looks good. Might be missing something. Gotta wait till it's built.
Well, the question is
Well,
yeah.
do we need something like that? I think the answer is yes.
Probably.
Because you
Or
need
something.
a granular system of permissions. And because especially when it starts getting towards like, I I want to allow you to manage every aspect of something, but I don't want you to be able to do this one thing. It's like
I want you to be able
needs
to add
be
people a lot, but I don't want you to be able to take any of the crap that's on the lot.
Yeah. I don't want you to be able to add residents. But I don't want you to be able to move anything. So you do need
I
a
could hire
system
an
of
innkeeper
granular.
for real.
Exactly. I mean, it's like I want you to be able to do this for an hour or two.
Yes,
But, yeah.
now Xander, there's another one, playing chess or checkers. I think that comes in sort of with the gambling thing, the cards and the dice. While we do have chess and checkerboards in game, yeah, the permission system, I think it should be like a mini game. You put the board down, yeah, the owner can modify the pieces on the board to make it look pretty, but when you double click the board, you get a little mini game that comes up, and then two players can actually sit there and play versus each other, and you don't have to worry about moving those physical pieces on the table as deco. You know, I think that's the way they need to go with that. My 2 cents. But of course, a permission system like this would allow people to do something like that. You know, I don't know. Would this, now let's look at this closely. Would this allow somebody to be able to use chess pieces and checker pieces, but not take them?
Well, you would actually have to have like the tray to remove something off the table. The checker pieces are, the way they're done right now is kind of, you actually have to put it in your inventory instead of like putting it in a side tray where the piece has been removed from the table.
Right.
So they would actually have to change the entire mechanics of how the chess pieces actually work. Right now, each one is an individual deco item, and so that means that in order to play chess, you actually have to physically remove the entire chess piece from the lot.
Yeah, you do something there.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
So
again,
they would actually have to remove or revamp chess and checkers to actually make it something playable.
but good stuff nonetheless.
But I mean, do we need a revamped permission system? And I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, again, I think that's part of what's coming in with the rent system. I think that's going to get all tied into a bunch of other permissions that should hopefully alleviate some of this.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Lista's top. It's so good.
I see that. What is so
The hat?
cool about
No.
List's top?
It's that new Elven Mage that Fletcher's been working on.
Ah, let's get over here and take a good look.
Check out his bottom out too.
She's got, List is going with the dyed black. I think you get a little better look at it if you actually examine the character.
Yeah,
so that way you can actually pan
Yeah.
around it.
Oh, going to the ass? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, are you referring to the cheeks through the gossamer
Yes,
cloak?
Through the
Yeah.
customer cloak. That's right.
Yeah,
Here,
the one that I sold for $20 each on
For
Shroud
way less than it's
Marketplace.
worth, yeah.
You know, something like that could make the calendar.
That's a handful.
I tell you what, in a provocative pose.
Hey, I'd put my hands on it.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, well, there ain't
song.
much
Yeah,
you wouldn't put your hand on.
Yeah.
Evil Queen from Conan the Destroyer. I think so. It's not the Young Virgin, but it's close enough. I mean, you just need to change the gossamer clothing for the Young Virgin look in Conan the Destroyer. But I'd be willing to accept that.
All right.
Uh-oh. And you're wearing Boreas's steel crown.
That does
Oh,
look
no.
cool.
Hold on.
We got to do this
I
again.
can do this. I can do the same thing, kind of.
What?
Except it doesn't.
My kind of show, fashion show.
Wait. Why did? Why does mine not look the same?
'Cause
I
you-
guess I need to
you-
go charge mine.
You just ain't got it like that. That's all.
No, I currently have the bone steel crown. It's not Boreas's steel crown, so I haven't
well.
charged mine up. Yeah.
Haven't charged yours up? Well, you got to plug it in. You used
gotta
it
do
too much
something
last
to it.
night.
Something.
Well,
Spoiler.
I think after you, spoiler alert, if you do something, it changes.
Mm,
Do
okay.
something and something happens.
Yeah, well, like that little surprise you found last night. That whole damn rock disappeared or moved on you last night. That was pretty cool, by the way. That's
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
people were like, "Oh, I didn't know about that
Yeah, I
one."
didn't know about that one. Yeah, good surprise for you is down in the mines there when you finally stumble across it.
Well, I thought it was going to reverse the polarity on the tracks. That's why I pulled that lever.
Ah, well, now we know. But meanwhile, it's getting to be
triggered
about
a
that
landslide.
time, Jack.
Well,
About that time
NBNN
of the
community
day.
app has all the best links to everything Shroud of the Avatar related, including several of our sponsors.
That's
You do need
right.
to check it out. And it has also the links to the community calendar. The community calendar is hosted on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button. Laz has meticulously cultivated and curated all of the Shroud of the Avatar
Blood, sweat,
calendars
and
that he was able
out
to
there
find.
collecting
And
this
if
information
you-
throughout Novia, day in and day out, just for you.
Like, it's a tireless, thankless, tireless job.
Or you
If
can
you have a
just submit
community
your
calendar
calendar.
and you want it added, just email news@nbnn.info, and eventually that guy will do something with it, and maybe even connect it up to the NBNN community calendar. Sometimes takes him a few days to figure out how to do that or to remember. Depends on whether or not he just stepped out or not. It's much more likely to happen after he stepped out. What was that? What was I doing?
What?
Exactly. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia time.
And don't forget, 12s and 6s around the clock. There are two idiots on WRFB
RFB.
that interpret the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch. Thus,
With us. That's right. These guys.
Idiots.
yes. At 1:30 this afternoon, the Tech Talk Tuesday probably not going to happen considering Chris is on vacation.
Yeah. Tech
That's it.
Talk what?
Tech Talk what? Vacation. 2 o'clock this afternoon, Paxlayer Town Manager Hour is going to be happening. If you can talk to Sean Silverfoot about anything Paxlayer related in any of its dozen boroughs of
Thank
towns.
you, Sean. Look, I'm waving with the arm.
Thank you, Sean.
Well, when I broke the wrist up in Baltimore,
Oh.
Sean
Yeah,
Sean was the
Sean-
guy who
Sean helped
stayed
you out,
there and
yeah.
watched me in traction and heard them pop the bones back in place, and yeah. So I'm always
the
indebted
one that
to
did weird
Sean
things?
for spending that little extra time.
Yes.
Great community,
And
great community
at
people. I'm telling you.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, EVL's doing their Euro dungeon crawl.
Euro crawl.
Yes, that is going to be taking place on the overworld map.
Bro, you
Or starting on the
fashionistas.
overworld outside of Owl's Head. Contact Wintermute off Cough for more information. At 7 p.m., a second version of the EVL Monster Mash dungeon run is
Monster
going to be
Mash.
also starting the same place
David
outside
Mash.
overworld map near Owl's Head, and that's going to be led by Zenny.
Jenny.
And if running with the EVL at 7 isn't your thing and you'd much rather do a dungeon run with the Jade Dragons, you can go join Malhari and crew for the dungeon run of Chilblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
And suffering. Suffer.
And while you're doing that at the 7 o'clock hour, you do need to tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB
WRFB.
for the 70s at 7. And the final event of the evening is going
Jack,
to be a
check your
record run.
messages.
Which message? Which? Which
He's doing it now.
Clipsy's going to be on the radio tonight at 8, not Wednesday, because she's going out partying tomorrow. So, woo.
Oh.
wait, where is this in my messages?
I
Yeah.
whispered you in game, Jackie Poo.
Oh,
I'm glad she let you know.
You know what? You need to tune in your ether amplifiers at 8 p.m.
Tonight.
to WRFB
WR.
because you're going to have your ear holes probed by none other than Dr. Eclipse Maiden. She is going to practice that probing thoroughly, and you will enjoy it.
Well, you know, to get that doctorate, you have to practice.
Oh, yeah.
Oral
You need to
practice is
probe.
When
Yep.
are oral examinations?
Mm-hmm.
Can I volunteer?
Oh, I thought you wanted to bend over.
Oh,
Oh, no, Led Zepp beat me down. He wants to bend over
La-
for the
Laz-
rectal line.
Laz-
No,
wants you to take his
I don't
temperature.
bend that way, man. Do not bend that way.
So, how do you take the temperature of the room?
Little setup. How? How much? How do you take the temperature of the room, Jack?
I don't know, Jack.
I was asking the doctor.
Don't check air temperature. I check butt temperature.
Oh boy.
Is it a ball mean 98.6? But that is our community calendar and shot of the avatar for this July 11th.
That's right. Alrighty, moving right along. You got anything pressing on the community points? Anybody got anything aside from Eclipse move nights without telling anybody till just now?
Wait, she told me in game.
I know.
Well, the party just got announced. Okay, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
It's Atlanta, okay? It's last minute.
Atlanta. Mm-hmm.
Atlanta. Woo, woo.
All you gotta say, girl. Diva's got a diva.
That's right.
Diva's gonna diva.
So
You got
I
no
gotta
control
ask
over
the question because, of course, Dragon Con coming up. I was talking with a few people about going up and all this stuff, and Scroda and I were talking, and Scroda's like, so, you know, where the Divas staying? And I says, well, I believe Justin's got a room, but I think Eclipse stays home.
Yeah, I'm literally
yeah.
20 minutes away from Atlanta, so
That's, yeah. And he was like, dude, that's so
Party
lucky.
at Clipsy's.
I got a hot tub. Holla.
Hot tub party, Eclipse's house. But yeah, you
If I don't
actually
bring
just
my bathing suit?
stay at the home residence there in Atlanta. You don't have to do any of that travel to go to Dragon Con.
Nope.
That's very cool. Very cool. And don't forget, Dragon Con's coming up September. It's Labor Day weekend every year. And, of course, Richard and Star are going to be there. A whole bunch of other folks. I'm planning on getting there. Don't have that nailed down yet. But I know
You don't have to
our own
ride
Eclipse
yet.
and Justin will be there. Wolftum is going to be there. I think Peebo's going to be out there.
All
this
the way
year.
from down under.
All the way from down under. That's right. Bunch of other
trying to
folks
go.
I know are going. So don't forget, that happens every year. And Richard does all sorts of great stuff while he's down there. Talks about space, talks about video games.
Yeah,
Of
he
course,
hasn't missed like one, but that's it. He goes to every Dragon Con.
yes, that's my understanding. A great place to socialize, meet, hang out, ask questions. Of course, just
Much
about
of-
everything else under the sun that you could want, whether it be comic book, movies, TV, fantasy related. It's just
Liz is
one
getting
big,
spanked
massive
today.
party in Atlanta. And I tell you, Atlanta knows how to party. I've been partying there
Damn
since my
right.
teens. Used to go down to the mines up on the side of the mountain, 3-for-1 Kamikaze Wednesdays, man. That's a town that knows how to party. And I think they passed a law shortly thereafter they weren't allowed to serve 3-for-1s anymore. But those were the days, folks. Those were the days. But let's go ahead and move right on out of here as we got to go ahead and start wrapping it up. And we got to thank a few people out there. Those folks who give us the support. Oops, that's not the one. That's the one. And of course, most of these folks are people you know throughout the community. They're community members, and most of these, some of these are in game, some of these are out of game. But Novia Lottery by Aso Wonder over in Minewent, just west of central Brittany. Is it west of, what the heck is it? The Pass.
It's in New Britannia.
Minewent? No, Minewent's not in New Britannia.
Sure it is.
What's so funny?
What are you trying to talk about?
Novia
I
Lottery,
zoned out.
Minewent. It's just west of Nightshade Pass. Thank you. Never mind. Came to me. Y'all laughing. Yeah. Y'all don't even know who your own sponsors are, for crying out
They're
loud.
laughing with you, man. We're not
No,
laughing.
they weren't. I can see Jack over there. Jack's laughing, watching me struggle, trying to figure it out. I know better.
You. Because you don't know where Minewent is.
Of course, our
It's like-
good friends and family over at the Britannia Mining Company want you to come on out and check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the Etcher mine. For your
Where's that
mining
at?
convenience, I just told you.
Where's the Quell region?
Well, that's up to them to look, and they can check that out on
Southwest.
sodamap.com by Jacob White, our next sponsor. Without Jacob White, you couldn't find Minewent or Black Rock Cove without checking it out on sodamap.com. How do you like that for a segue?
That's
Bastard.
excellent. I tried to set you up for that.
And of course, so great they put it in game. Hit M on your keyboard, help you get around, help you find out where you're going in game, where you're at. You can look up vendors on Soda Map. You can't do that on the in-game map. You can look up questies and everything else. So check out sodamap.com. Great, useful tool for you folks out there in the world. Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You can get your t-shirts, you can get your hats, you can get your patches, you can get your drinkware, you can get your NBNN I love this shit bumper stickers. That's right. I think I got that right. Is that right? Yeah, there we go.
You got something right.
There we go. And if you want to save a little money when you check out at Relics by Rild, use the promo code NBNN and you'll save 10% when you check out relicsbyrild.com. Got a lot of new stuff. Go check them out. And, of course, for all you folks out there who won, thank you, Rild, for all those prizes during our last telethon. We love you, man. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. You want customized wands? Go check out Arius Coilmore, and he'll get you a custom-made wand and let
Go
you
put
have
the wood right in your hands.
have that magic right there. You play with your wood all day long. That's right. WRFB, you can listen to us and the rest of the crew throughout the week. All sorts of great programming going on the airwaves there. So go check that out and see who's playing when. Eclipse Maiden, probing your ear holes tonight. The Airy Fund, got to thank the Airy Fund just for doing what they do out there, and we got to be thankful to be a part of it. Gamers helping gamers. Look forward to seeing more stuff coming from the Airy Fund here in the future, folks. We got all sorts of great stuff planned for you. And, of course, last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs in-game or out-of-game. If you need something, you need a service, go check out ShroudMarketplace.com. And Jack's going to tell you a little bit about it. Oh, see, now you're going to just jump right in. Yesterday you complained I don't give you a lead-in or intro. Today you're just going to jump right on top of me. Is that how it is? I see.
Got to figure out how you're going to do it. I mean,
Hey, get up
there's no
yesterday.
telling. And don't forget, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And that's from expired telethon rewards, expired stretch goals, accounts, all the way to game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, to services. Anything and everything can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. That includes the fact that there's over 55 player vendors on Shroud Marketplace, and each vendor is responsible for maintaining their own inventory and setting their own prices. Right now, we've got a little price war on that front page. If we look at the floral stained glass lamps, a little price war. little price war on Shroud Marketplace right now. Yeah.
Let's see. I got to refresh
that.
it.
Oh yeah, that. And if you're looking for the Emperor's New Clothes bundle because you missed it, you can always buy it from me.
Yeah, I saw
Although I
that.
think
You
I'm
getting
gonna-
rid of the best clothes in the game?
Yes, I am getting rid of the best clothing set in game.
Now, I got a couple
Not
of
only
those
that, yeah.
Emperor crowns hanging around. Aside from a full set of the Emperor's clothes. Gotta be fashionista, I tell you.
Oh yeah, Emperor's New Clothes are the clothing choice for all the cool people. But anything and everything is available or can be sold on Shroud Marketplace. Just don't forget to register for an account. And if you're interested in selling your stuff, go ahead and register as a vendor on the left-hand side. Just click on vendor registration. Then from there, start listing your items. Don't forget, it's free to list everything.
That's right. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
And it's actually time for us to thank the most important people around here.
That's the button.
And that's you guys. Thank you for
guys.
hanging out with us.
Love you guys.
Thank you for doing everything.
Some of you more
Thanks
than
for
other.
watching out of
You know
Twitch,
who you are.
YouTube, and listening on WRFB. We couldn't do the show without you guys.
WRFB.
And we do it for you
Radio
guys.
Free Britannia. That's right. Thank you, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get out of here for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in, whether you're watching in replays or getting ready to say goodbye right now. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Trinity Avatar. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Till then, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all then. Mm-hmm.